friends, Robin here, and I'm back again with a little unboxing for you. And today, what am I unboxing? Well, I'm unboxing Tapestry. Tapestry by Jamey Stegmaier, Stonemaier Games, probably most famous for Scythe, but it also did Charterstone and one of my favourite games, Euphoria, where you have to build your own dystopia. And Tapestry is subtitled A Civilization Game. Now, on the Facebook pages, there's a Tapestry Facebook page. Lots of people have been talking about it. This was available for kind of pre-order. So Joe used to do things on Kickstarter, but it doesn't anymore. This was available on limited pre-order. So this is a limited edition, number 6043 of 25,000. But it will be coming to retail, full retail in November, and so I ordered just one of these to have a little look at. And I know loads of people have played it lots, and there's probably content out there already. But I've only just got my copy, so I thought we'd have a look and see what was inside. It's a lovely big heavy box. The game is 1 to 5 players, ages 12 plus, and it's 90 to 120 minutes. 1 to 5 players. I'm interested to do this. I want to see whether I can get some videos done of just me playing it. It's an ambition of mine to get some solo games done in my off time, which I've failed so far. But we'll be interested to see whether I can manage that. And if you guys would like to see that, pop in the comments below as usual. So what have we got? Well, Tapestry rules. This is a civilization game, so the rules really are brief. That is it. Those are the rules, and I have read that these rules are brief, and they're slightly textured rules. That's quite nice. So this game should be fairly easy to pick up. For those who like their civilization games, this takes me right back to playing Civilization and Civilization 2 on the computer. A little kind of progress chart almost. Reference guide. So you've got exploration, science, technology, and military there. It's so good. It makes me feel so good inside. And there we are. There's some other card things. They've got things like inventing the nail, the radio, sewage and plumbing, treasury, transistors, anesthesia, an assembly line. And then we've got the Automa rules for solo play here, which is another couple of rules. Another couple of pages, rather 4 pages of rules there, and the Shadow Empire variant. I have no idea what that is, but there's a Shadow Empire variant. And then what have we got here? Well, there's some dice, and the dice are really interesting. There's like a victory point dice. It looks like they've got laurels and thick symbols on them. 5, 6, 7, maybe 5, 6, 7. Looks like a D3 with 5, 6, and 7 on it. And then there's this dice, I'm not quite sure, there's a black dice, it's got symbols on like stars and question marks. And then there's a D12. The D12's got gorgeous things on it. I'm going to untake it out of the packet so you can see it. Maybe. Yes, the D12 has got gorgeous things on it. It's got cogs and round bottom flasks. And it looks a bit like a paintbrush, might be a pen nib or something else entirely. A sword. Saber, and yeah, so interesting little dice there. Well, it could be a rocket. Who knows? Anyway, so that's on there. But that's a really nice D12. Really like that. You could order extra dice. I don't know whether you'd be able to get extra dice after the fact. I didn't order the extra dice because I could barely afford this. But I just in the end I went for it. And then there's various. I think these are the houses you can play in the game. So there's the futurist, the isolationists, the alchemists, the architects, and I mean there's millions of them. Lots of them here. Architects, heralds, nomads, leaders. I don't 100% know what these are for. I thought they were going to be the historians. I've only seen people talking about it. The historians and the merrymakers and the inventors. So I feel like these are factions of different ways of making your sort of civilization. The militants, and again they're nicely textured, which is really lovely. So I'm going to put those. I'll put those back in the bag now. There's a bag full of bags. We do love placky bags here. And then there's a couple of decks of cards, which I won't open and go through. But there's a couple of decks of cards, and that has got air conditioning on it on that one, and that's academia. This era, whenever you want invent something or gain something, you gain 3 victory points. And then we've got a whole kind of sealed set of what looks like boards of things. So again, without knowing the rules of the game, there's a limited amount I can tell you about them, but there's beautiful, again, textured kind of matte pieces. So we've got mountains and wetland and tropical. So that's quite what that correlates to. Perhaps different ways of, I don't know if it's different ways of setting up the board or what, but grassland with spots on all along the river. So there must be, I'm assuming, very exciting reasons why they are like they are. And then we've got representation of the technology track here, starting with the Forge, Rubber Works, Tech Hub, Barracks, Tank Factory, Fusion Reactor, Apothecary, Academy and Laboratory, Exploration, Lighthouse, Train Station and Launchpad, because you can in this game launch into space, I believe. So on this sort of play mat here, barter, currency, banking, credit cards, e-commerce, biometrics, houses, symbology, language, writing, telephone, email, neural implants. So you can see this escalation of technology. Hunting, farming, breeding, preservation, fertilisation and food printing, ceremony, racing, team sports, tabletop games, video games, virtual reality. The kind of futuristic tracks there. There are 5 of those, and then this one here just says normal. That's the Automa one, maybe normal. It's got Automa written on it, level 2, and it's got various things on it. And then we've got some beautiful hex tiles, all in lovely, cardboard, all ready to be pressed out later. And I know I've seen online. I've seen that some of these little things have little hidden things on them, little Easter eggs, if you like. So somewhere I think you might find Captain America and Thor and people like that, sort of geeky references in them, and there's some space ones which are really interesting. I'm going to be really careful not to start firing those out all over the garage. Too late. One here in the deserty bit here, you won't be able to see it. It's too small, but on this one here, there's a little C-3PO and R2-D2 on it. So there are a few pop cultural references which people love. They're hidden throughout the Stegmaier games, so you can have fun looking for those. And this is the board of the game. And you've got the board there, and it's double-sided and different. So I don't know what the difference is. This one's smaller, so maybe that one is a slightly easier game. I don't know. You've got various starting points on the game, and it's a gorgeous board. You've got different play areas: blue, yellow, red, and green. So I'm guessing that's where each person sets up on the board. Their side of the board, if you like, to build their civilization. And this, I say, it is a civilization game. So the idea is to get as many victory points as you civilize your way upwards. I've dropped a hexagon on the floor and mustn't forget to pick that up afterwards, but you don't need to see that. So the very last thing is this plastic tray. It's got a plastic lid on it which I've taken off, or half taken off, and it's got new tokens. So you've got some green, red, blue and yellow tokens, and then there's a few other miscellaneous, there's some greyish ones in here as well. There's a few miscellaneous tokens, money bags, mushrooms and stars, and then there's some what look like houses. They're pretty amazing. They look pretty cute, the houses there. I don't know if you can see those. The houses. And there's some sort of haystacks and some stone houses. And yeah, there's stone houses and wooden houses and straw houses. So it looks like you can recreate the 3 little pigs with this if you want to. And then I guess these are almost like your equivalent of Monopoly hotels. You've got some big houses and kind of lighthousey thing there, and these are all nice resin models. And then there's a little train station. I don't know if you can see the railway line there, and then it gets a bit more interesting. You've got kind of futuristic-y looking one, and then a proper space rocket there, and some super futuristic tower type things, like a telecoms tower or something. So that's presumably, as you evolve your civilization, you get more and more buildings to build. So I can't wait to play this. I'm really looking forward to it. It's had slightly mixed reviews, but I think the majority of people are very positive about this game. So I'm looking forward to playing it. Hopefully we'll be able to bring you a game of this. I might bring it solo. I might, maybe one week, instead of playing Blackstone Fortress, we'll get Stu over and we'll have a little game of this. He's a bit of a Stegmaier fan too, so that would be really fun to do. If you've enjoyed this video or you want any questions about Tapestry, you've never heard of Stegmaier games, then just drop us a line and we'll do our best to answer it. Have you played it? What do you think of it? Let us know. Put in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this video, then please do all the liking and whatever, and share it with your friends, and just whatever. But yeah, so that is Tapestry. So I'm looking forward to playing it. Hopefully we'll bring it to you soon. And until our next video, we'll see you soon. Bye.